Mets fans obviously have heard a lot about you. Not a lot of them have seen you. Can you just go through your repertoire of pitches, what you expect to be throwing as you move your way up?
I feel like my best pitch right now would be my fastball. I take pride in being able to command it pretty well, both sides of the plate. I'm not afraid to go inside to a hitter. I actually enjoy that very much. Like if there's a right-handed hitter up, I like throwing a little two-seam, and I enjoy breaking some bats. And then my second best pitch from there, which actually improved a lot from last year, is my curveball. I feel like my curveball last year was a below-average pitch. It was about 69, 70 miles an hour. And then something this year clicked, and I was able to get up to around 82, 83, and it was actually a plus pitch for me. I feel like my third best pitch right now is my changeup. Just got to keep on throwing it. Just got to get a good feel for it, maintain arm speed. And I kind of toyed with a slider towards the end of the season, and that's what probably really helped my curveball.
Scouts say you made a big jump last year in terms of your development. Was it more about fastball command, or was it more about the secondary pitches?
I think my fastball command's improved quite a bit. I limited my walks. I think last year I would think there were some games where I'd walk 4 people, and with the development of my curveball, being able to throw it for strikes, and then when I get 2 strikes on a hitter, I was able to throw it in the dirt and hopefully get a swing and miss.
Is there a kind of another step you feel you have to take to be big league ready in terms of developing one pitch or another?
I think it's just the development of a changeup, really, and be able to go out there every 5 days and be able to locate my fastball and give my team the best chance to win.
Right. Because no matter how hard you throw, you got to be able to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're throwing 105 miles an hour. If you throw it right down the middle,
right,
they're going to catch up to it sooner or later.
I spoke to Blake Forsythe, your AA catcher.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of, interested in talking about how much you want to learn. Do you consider yourself kind of a student of pitching, and you want to think your way through a game on the mound?
Oh, most definitely. I think I go out there every day, even when I'm not even pitching. I try to improve on something, some aspect of my game, whether it's just continue to develop my off-speed pitches, work on fastball location. But even during the game, like if I give up a base hit, I'll look at him like, where was that at? Like, because I thought it was a good pitch at some time, and then we'll talk about it when we get back in the dugout once the inning's over.
He also said, called you a bulldog on the mound, to the point where, he said never have to pump you up, maybe once in a while bring you down, make sure you're not overthrowing. Do you feed off emotion on the mound, and do you have to guard against overthrowing at times?
I feel like I do a pretty good job at maintaining my composure on the mound, trying to be try to be as calm as possible, but really inside there's some stuff going on. But if I find myself coming out of my delivery, try to overthrow, and I'll step behind the mound, take a deep breath, and get back into the zone.
A lot of Mets fans looking at you. You're the next. There was Harvey, then there was Wheeler, now it's Syndergaard. A lot of expectations come with that type of hype. How do you deal with that stuff?
Well, I admire Harvey and Wheeler both as a pitcher on the mound. They're both tremendous to watch, and they both have the bulldog mentality on the mound as well. And but at the same time, I still want to be Noah. I feel like we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses, but at the same time, I still just want to be myself, I guess.
Your on-the-mound personality, I'm sure, is different from off the mound. How would you describe that?
Well, on the mound, just being able to locate my fastball to both sides of the plate. I'm mixing a breaking pitch every now and then once hitters get on my fastball, I'm mixing a changeup, try to get them off balance. Because I think, so Greg Maddux said, hitting is timing, pitching is throwing off hitters' timing, so that's pretty important.
So off the field, you're a different guy than maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm a lot more calm off the field. I mean, I'm pretty goofy, pretty weird at some times. I do some, like my socks right here. That's just kind of random. I like to try to stay busy as often as possible. I like watching TV. Breaking Bad's a big show of mine. I'm kind of sad that the show's over. And then How I Met Your Mother, I'm a big fan as well. And I might shed a little tear once the season ends. So I've watched a lot of How I Met Your Mother in my day.
When you take the mound, do you do you feel like you transform yourself in terms of personality and the way, the intensity you have to bring? A little bit, yeah. I feel like I go out there and just I'm focused, I'm in the zone. There's one story with my mother when I was probably 8 years old. I mean, she's always yelling at me, and I was able to block it out, and she's always asking me if I can be able to hear. I'm like, no. I'm just focusing on the catcher's mitt, and that's about it. So 50,000 people will mean nothing to you. Exactly. Like I don't know how many people were there at the Futures game, but it was a big crowd. Yeah, I didn't notice much. You seem to embrace the nickname Thor. I saw on Twitter you got in costume and were doing squats with it at the gym with it. Where did that nickname come from, and do you like to have fun with it? I think it was just based on my last name, because the home planet of Thor it's called Asgard, and I guess Syndergaard. It's my last name. I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me. I guess a Mets fan gave it to me.
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
It's not a bad one.
It's
right?
not a bad nickname to have. I've known to have many nicknames, either from Thor to Ivan Drago, and I have short hair from Rocky IV.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good nickname to have as well.
Well, there's a whole, I mean, you know, you're 6'6". There's a kind of an intimidation factor, I guess, on the mound sometimes with a guy that big. Do you like to kind of present yourself in that way to, hey, I'm coming after you, you know?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, I just now got to hit for the first time in 3 years, and I got up to the plate, and it felt like the pitcher was right on top of me. So I can't imagine what it's like when I get up there.
Has this always been a dream to get to the big leagues, or did it kind of all happen pretty quickly for you?
Well, when I was a senior in high school, I was pretty content. I was committed to go to Dallas Baptist, and that's, I mean, after my senior year, I thought I was going to go there, spend 3 years there, and then get drafted. I had no idea I was going to get drafted out of high school. So, I mean, it's always been a goal of mine to make it to the big leagues, and I'm going to do whatever possible to get there and get the Mets a few victories. Okay,
great. Thanks, Noah. I appreciate the time, and we'll see you in Port St. Lucie before too long. Thanks again.
Well, thanks for having me.